Hi guys, welcome back to FLEXFORM. My name is Shan and we are here in the Jaya Aerial Lab in Lisbon, Portugal, again filming another stretch class. Today it's all going to be hamstring focused, so a lot in our lower body to really release the tension through our hamstrings and just make everyday activities and movements a lot easier. Okay, so find a mat and let's get started. First, we're going to start with the simple movement. We're going to just be standing on the side and I'm going to flex one foot out in front of me. Then the leg that I am standing on, I am going to bend. Okay, so the leg in front is straight and then the one I'm standing on is bent. My hands are going to be at my ears and then we're going to start hinging at our hips by keeping our body straight where I'm leaning forward and standing up. Okay, so hands at your ears, bottom leg bent. Let's lean forward. It's like we're leaning towards our toes and standing up. Okay, this will feel quite sensitive because this is the first movement we're doing, but we're active because we're standing up on our legs. So it's just going to start encouraging some movement into our hamstring and our hips and our lower back. Good. 4 and 5. Beautiful. We're going to swap our legs. So the other one in front, the leg you're standing on, you bend. Good. Lean forward like you're sticking your bum out, body towards your toes. And up. And 2. Good, so you can go as deep as you can. All right, same movement. Keep your hands at your head. Now our feet will be hip width apart, but both in a line. Let's lock our knees nice and strong. So again, hinging at our hips, leaning our body forwards as far as you can, and then standing up straight, okay? Try to keep your back nice and straight here so you're not rounding. You're strong, your elbows are helping you keep your posture open and straight. 4. Good, and 5. Okay, we're going to come down into this position. So hold it here. From this shape, I'm going to bend my knees as deep as I can. Good, and then keep your body where it is, but let's slowly straighten our legs. Good, and bend, slow. So keep this fold with your body and straighten your legs. Good, and 3. And straight. Ooh, and 4. Should be getting a little bit more warm now. Straighten your legs. Last one, bend. Oh, and straight. 5. Good, all right, let's release our hands down onto the mat now, or in front of your face. And step our feet back. We're just gonna walk our legs from one foot to the other, really trying to push your heel down towards the floor. One leg at a time. Good, really try to straighten that leg that you're pushing into. For more intensity or a bit more weight into that stretch, try to push your hips back and open your shoulders to the mat. So one leg at a time. And 4. Good, let's put both heels down if you can. Lock both of your legs straight. Let's hold this position here. I'm going to bend my knees and straighten my knees. Okay, so bend your legs. Good, as you straighten them, try to push your heels back and open your chest towards the floor. Good, and 3. It's really good for the mobility of our ankles as well. 4. And 5. Yeah, nice work, guys. Okay, walk our feet up towards our hands. We're going to come down onto our glutes now. So, like I talk about in most of my videos, any sort of flexibility training or trying to increase the range in your muscle or in anywhere in your body, you also need to work the strengthening, because we can't just stretch really weak and fragile muscles, because then tomorrow you'll wake up, your body will be in this sort of stress or shock state, and then you'll probably actually feel more tight than you were before you started the class. So we're going to do just some active movements just to activate our hamstrings before we get into some deeper hamstring stuff. Okay, so let's just lay on our back. Gonna do like some glute bridge exercises, but focusing hamstring wise. Okay, so laying on your back in this position, we're gonna tuck our pelvis under, so you're flattening your lower back on the mat. I'm then using my hands to the side for stability, but pushing my hips up and trying to create a straight line from my shoulders to my knees, like this ramp, yeah? Try not to release your glutes so your bum is hanging out. Really tuck it in and feel this tension come into your hamstrings. Okay, another way to activate your hamstrings more is to come onto your heels. So try to lift your toes off of the floor and you should feel your hamstring squeeze. Good, let's go down with our hips. Good, stay on your heels so your toes are lifted up, and let's push up. Good. And down. And 3. Really squeeze at the top. And down. Good. And 4. So you're lifting on your toes, you're just on your heels. Down. And 5. Okay, stay up. That's where it gets exciting. All right, we're gonna keep our hips in this position, but I wanna do marching with my legs. So this is all hamstring focused. I'm gonna take one foot to step away from my body, just a little bit, and then the other one. Whew, keep your hips up, good, and then step it back, and in, okay? And relax. Cool, so step, step, in. Ready, lift up. Keep your squeeze, your hamstrings and your glutes active. Let's step away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good, and down. Beautiful, 3 more times, so lifting up. Okay, step, step, and in, and relax. Okay, the further you step your leg away, the harder it is. Let's come back up. Good, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, down. Good, last one, challenge yourself to try to extend your legs straight. So lift our hips up, straight leg away, 2, and 3, and 4. Good, let your hips come down. Okay, let's bring our knees to our chest here. Get a little bit of a shake with your knees. Good, all right, another little active hamstring thing. We're going to extend one leg down along the mat and one knee is in our chest. The one in our chest, let's extend it straight and reach for the back of your leg here. So it doesn't matter how close it is to your face, even if it's really far away, just hold the back of your leg, back of your knee, or back of your calf muscle, okay? So from here, we're going to give a little gentle pull in our leg, and then we're going to throw it away from us, swap our legs over, and do the same with the opposite leg. Good, so we throw and pull, throw and pull. 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Oh, good. Okay, feet on the mat. Now let's open a little bit up in our hips and our lower back and our glutes, because a lot of tension from our hamstrings is also held around our glutes and our lower back area. So let's cross one leg over your knee, okay? Active position just like before. We're gonna push up into a glute bridge, but I'm trying to open this knee away from my body. So I'm pushing up, squeezing that glute, lifting as high as I can. Try to create this open space between your hip bones. Good, bring your hips down. I'm now gonna grab my bottom leg. So I'm reaching in this gap I've created, reaching for my leg. I'm going to pull it towards my face and lift my head to touch towards my knee. Good, let it go down. Let's lift our hips again. So push that hip open towards the ceiling. Good, and folding down. Now reaching for that leg, the one that's on the floor. Grab and then pull that knee towards your face. Good, let's do one more here. So push and open the hip. Good, coming down, reach for that leg, really pull it now. Try to feel it in your glutes. Beautiful, good, let's release. Okay, and swapping our legs over. So the other leg will come on top. Okay, open that hip. So our knee is folding away from our body. Let's engage, tuck your pelvis under or your back is flat on the mat and push your hips up. Good, as they come down, reach for the leg that's on the floor. Grab and pull towards your head. Good, go down again, lifting up, push. Folding down, let's reach for the leg, pull it towards your body. Beautiful, one more. Just lift and squeeze. Good, and pulling that leg towards you. Good, let's pull it in as much as you can. Have a big exhale here. Oh, very good, guys. Amazing, let's release that leg off. We're gonna come back up onto our hips now, but to do this, let's slowly take our legs over our head like we're doing a rock and roll movement. So using your hands on the floor, I'm gonna rock my hips up and over. Good, have a little stretch in my back. Good, you can feel the stretch down the back of your legs and a little bit in your lower back or glutes and down your spine. Good, let's take a few breaths here. Good, and let's use the weight of our legs to roll ourselves up to sit. Okay, now we are ready. Ready to go a little bit deeper. We're gonna do some standing hamstring stuff. I want you to use a support under your hands, so whether you have like a chair nearby or the edge of a bench or a couch or something, or your bed, just to put your hands on. I'm in a studio, so I'm just gonna use blocks. But anything that you can put your hands on in front. So it doesn't matter how tight or restricted your hamstrings are, just put your hands on something so you have this forward fold in your body. The goal is that even in this position, you can slightly feel a little bit of a stretch, but this isn't like your maximum because we're gonna do some movements from here. Okay, so you choose whatever height you need or what's available to you. I will go on boxes. Okay, I am going to put one leg in front of the other. So you choose, one leg goes in front, one leg steps behind here. Feel equal weight between each foot. Beautiful. Okay, from here we're going to be arching our back, trying to lift our eye line or our head to look to like in front of us. Trying to open your back here and push your ribs out is going to tilt your pelvis back and really elongate through your hamstrings. Hope you can all feel that. If you can, open your chest. Good, okay, and reversing, we're gonna now tuck our ribs under. Our pelvis will tuck under and we're trying to look towards our belly button. Good, you can push off of your surface here. Beautiful, let's go back to the arch. So try to slowly exhale here, arching your back, looking forwards and tilting your pelvis up. And 3, arching. Good, and tucking under. Beautiful. Good, let's come back to a straight spine here. So just like that neutral position that we were originally in. Okay, now we're going to take the movement forwards and back. So let's start by going backwards first. I'm going to push my weight into my back foot. You can feel it all come into that one hip. I'm pushing away from my surface where my hands are. And then the front toes, or my front foot can lift up and I'm flexing my toes towards my body. Good, this really favors the hamstring at the back here because all of our weight is pushing. Also, the stretch can come up into your lower back and your glute. So we're pushing back. Good. And now let's shift forward, so into our front foot. I'm now going to try to drop my chest, so bend your arm so all of your weight can come into this front leg. And then I'm lifting my back heel up. So this hamstring stretch comes into the hamstring of my front leg. Good, so try to drop your chest here. and fold like you're folding towards your front leg. Good, let's change back. So back foot, push your body back, lift your front toes up. Good, and forwards. Lift your back heel, drop your weight forwards towards your toes. Good, and let's go back one more time. And forwards. Nice work, guys. Good. Okay, let's come back to the middle position where both of our feet, we have weight in both of our feet. Keep holding the surface in front of you. Now we're going to be bending our knees and straightening them. This will also have a stretch through our Achilles or your calf muscle. So the goal here is to keep your feet connected to the floor as long as possible until you start feeling this stretch down the back of this lower leg, the back lower leg. Good, it's stretching for me, my calf muscle, my Achilles. I'm gonna keep going down even when my heel lifts to touch my knee on the floor. I'm now getting a little bit of an ankle stretch and also through my foot up until my big toe. Good, and then we're gonna straighten our legs. As we do so, I want our body to be forwards. So I'm straightening them up and I'm trying to have like a deep fold. Okay, so let's go again. Let's bend our knees, but keep your feet planted into the floor as long as you can until you feel the stretch, the back of your back leg. Then slowly trace that knee down towards the floor. Feel that stretch in your foot and your ankle. Good, drop your chest. Let's slowly straighten our legs. Nice. Cool, all right, one more. Slowly bend. Good, that heel will lift. Our knee goes all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, keep your chest low and let's slowly straighten our legs. Ooh. Nice work, guys. Cool. Okay, this last one's a little bit more complicated. This is more of a nerve stretch. Sometimes if we have really tight and sensitive nerves, it really restricts our range of movement. So we're gonna bring our feet together. My legs are together, my knees are together, everything's together here. I'm then gonna bend one foot to the back. So my knees are staying closed. So connect your knees together. Okay, your leg's not out here at the back, our knees are touching. Okay, from here, the leg that is bent, I'm going to slide that leg down the inside of my knee. So it's kind of like tilting my hips. I'll show you from the front. Hopefully you can see in my hips. I'm sliding it down and then I'm lifting that knee back up. So like my knee is sliding down the inside of my other leg. Sliding it down and lifting it back up. Okay, sliding it down and up. Go, let's do more, sliding it down and up. Last one, down and up. Yay. Cool, let's join our feet back together. Let's bring ourselves to standing so we can reset here. Gonna do a little dance in our legs, so just shake your legs from side to side. Cool, like this isn't obviously not favoring one leg specifically, but it's gonna be a different stretch from front to back legs. So we will repeat all of this on our other leg just to make sure we're getting this stretch and release equally between both of our legs. Okay, so stay with your surface, but we're going to change our legs to the other side. Okay, so let's come down and let's repeat. So let's put our other foot in front here. Make sure your weight is even between both of your feet. Good, and we're going to start with our arch and curling position. So let's arch our back first. Try to push your ribs out, lift your head and your eye line, and then tilt your pelvis up. Good, feel this down the back of each hamstring. Our knees are locked. Good, now let's curl our spine, looking towards our belly button. Good, and arching here. Beautiful, one more, so arching. And curl. Nice work. Okay, back to the neutral spine, so straight back. Now we're shifting our weight from our back foot to our front foot. So let's start pushing our weight back into that back foot. You can peel your front toes off of the floor, try to pull them up towards you. Really pushing that weight into the back hip. Nice. Okay, now transfer, so let's go into the front leg. Drop your chest down here so the weight comes over your front toes. You can lift up your back heel. Good, try to keep your legs straight. Okay, let's shift again. Push the weight onto the back foot. Lift your front toes. Good. Good, and again, forwards, lift your back heel, drop your chest down. And change. Beautiful, last one, coming forwards, drop your chest. Nice work, guys, good. Okay, back onto 2 feet now. Bring your weight even between both of them. You're gonna do the bend and the straighten exercise. So let's start bending our knees down, keeping your feet planted into the floor as long as you can. Feel the stretch in your calf and your Achilles. Good, now slowly tracking all the way down so your knee touches the floor. Gently stretching through your foot and your ankle, your big toe. Great, let's keep our chest forwards or down. Slowly straighten our legs up. Good, put both feet flat on the floor. Good, and slowly start bending your knees. Try to keep those feet flat as long as you can. Feel the stretch in the back of your calf and your Achilles. All the way down until your knee touches the floor. Good, let's slowly straighten, keep your chest low. Beautiful, good, we got one more here. So keep your feet flat, slowly bend. Good. Beautiful, and all the way up. Nice work. Lovely, okay, the last one, bring our feet together. In this position, okay, our knees are touching. I'm just going to bend the opposite foot from the first time. Bend the foot back, so my knees stay together. It's a cute little pose. Okay, from here, the bent leg is going to slide down the inside of the other leg. So we're sliding our knee down and then lifting it up as high as you can. Good, so if you're looking at your hips will be going down on one side and then up. Good, this is a bit more of a nerve sensation, so hopefully as your knee drops down, you can feel it in the nerve in the straight leg, like right along the outside of your leg. Good, doing 5 of these, so 2 more. Down, and up. Good, and down. Beautiful, good. Let's connect our feet together. Yeah, lift yourself back up. Give it a little bit of a dance. Cool. Okay, our last little pose will just be relaxing into our hamstrings. So we can step away from our surface here. We're going to open our feet now to more of hip width apart. Okay, so it's like a relaxed position. Okay, we're going to slowly start bending forward. So use your arms as a heavy weight here. Try to slowly allow your body to fold as deep as you can. You can keep a little bend in your knees just so it's not too intense or too much tension through your lower body. You can slowly ease into the stretch, getting deeper. From here, we're going to hold our elbows, so elbow to elbow in this position. This will give us a bit of weight in our shoulders to try to relax our shoulders and our neck, and then try to slowly pull our ribs closer to our legs. Okay,
From here, let's just do a little sway from side to side. So I'm going to rock my arms from side to side. Should feel quite nice through your lower back or even the sides. Good. Allow your arms to be heavy and your shoulders and your neck relaxing down. Keep swaying. Beautiful. Good, let's come back to the center now. Keep your arms like this though. Okay, I want us to now straighten our legs. Okay, we're gonna do two different movements. I'm gonna try to pull my body up away from my quads. So my arms are still heavy, my neck is relaxed, but I'm pulling like my stomach up. So I'm trying to create space between my quads and my stomach. Good, it's quite active. It's a bit intense, good. And then we slowly release. Let my arms try to pull my shoulders down. Okay, let's go again. So really try to lift, squeeze your belly in, try to create space between your legs and your stomach, kind of like you're holding a ball here. Good, my glutes are really active to hold me in this position while my legs are locked. Good, and let's relax. Beautiful, last one. So try to pull up, create that space between your legs and your stomach. Good, and all the way down. Good, really try to relax everything if you can. Try to keep your legs straight, but it's totally fine if they're slightly bent. Whew. Amazing. Nice work, guys. Okay, I think this is my all-time favorite stretch now, the last one of the class. We're going to be tucking our hands underneath our feet. Trust me, it's worth it. Good, so we're tucking our hands underneath our feet. My toes are coming all the way up into my wrists here. Bend your knees so you can reach your hands. It doesn't matter if they're straight. Bend your knees, put your hands under your feet. Okay, my arms are bent, my shoulders are relaxed, my neck is relaxed, everything's good. Okay, from here, I'm now going to lift my body away from my legs. So I'm kind of pulling up against my hands. I'm pulling away from my feet are holding me down, right? But I'm pulling up against myself. This is really nice in my lower back and between my shoulder blades. Good, let's hold here for a moment. 2. And 1. Good, let's slowly release, folding forward if you can, straightening your legs, allow your elbows to bend, relax your neck and your shoulders. Good, let's take our last few deep breaths in this position. Okay, take your hands out from under your feet. Woohoo! Good, bend your knees a little bit. Let's slowly roll up through our spine. So start lifting. Let your arms be heavy, rolling up like a zombie. Really slow. Good. Start locking your legs straight as you stand. Woo. Lifting your head last. And then rolling your shoulders open. Ta-da! Good, if you need some movement again, just dance in your legs. Cool. I hope you felt all of these exercises. There's lots of different ones, from just the basic hamstring stretches that you kind of learn, I don't know, on the internet or just from gym class or something. I try to do a lot of movement and weight because there's a lot of different parts of your hamstring that you need to stretch, right? It's not just basic touching your toes. There's a lot of things going on attached to our lower back, our glutes, a lot of nerve stuff as well. So really trying to glide the nerve within this, like through in and out of the stretches, is really going to help you find the range, and also knowing how to engage and relax into the position. For ultimate results, if you are really stiff and you're really struggling to lean forward, I would try repeating some of these stretches a few times per week, whether it's in the morning or before you go to bed. Definitely after any gym sessions, if you do any sort of body weight or leg weighted exercises, you will definitely need this. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you in some of my other classes, and I hope you feel great.